Look, is your clutch slipping, maybe dragging, doesn't quite feel right at the lever? I'm going to show you how to adjust your clutch on a Milwaukee 8 motorcycle. My name is Bo Sutton of Brand X Design, and this is Bad Teeth Builds.
Got no teeth, got no beef, got steel on my mind. Weld it, burn it, turn it. Bad Teeth Builds, steel before smiles.
Okay, first things first. What we're going to do is we're going to release this coolant reservoir bottle. Now, every model is going to be a little bit different. You might not have this, but this is a 2025 Road Glide, and I do. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to pop this cable out and move this out of the way. Then we're going to slide this sleeve up until you can see that red clip right there. You can take a flat blade screwdriver and just kind of pop it out. Turn it so you can see it, just like that, okay? And then we need to compress this. Press the clip in on accident. This up. We need to compress this and squeeze that in there. All right, lock that down. So what we have now is we have free play up here at the lever, okay? Lots of free play. Then we come down here to our clutch hub assembly, and what you're going to use is an 11/16 socket, and I find the easiest way to do this is to just get it right there and give it a quick sharp boom, just like that. You back this jam nut out, and then just back that adjuster screw out. Make sure it's nice and free. So move that jam nut out a little bit more. Now what you want to do is you want to turn this just until you feel resistance. Like I start to feel it right about there. Now if you keep turning it, you'll see, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you'll see the plates move a little bit. Okay, so again, right about there. See the end of the Allen. Think of it as a clock. Going the opposite way is going to be a half a turn. So get that feel for it. Get that feel for it. Turn it half a turn back. Hold it. Run that jam nut back down. Take your 11/16 wrench and just give it a good snug. Hold it. I like to give it a little bit more leverage. Hold it and just give it a little snug. And then I'll bring the socket back in here and I will give it a quick, just like that. That's locked down. That's not going anywhere. So then we walk our happy butts right back over here. Right back over here to the adjuster. You'll see this pop right up. Release that clip one more time. All right, make sure everything's seated, okay? Make sure everything's seated nice and pretty in there. That looks good. Everything looks good. And now we're gonna lock this pin back in. All right, this clip. Push that back in there like that. There you can see it's back in. Lower that sleeve. And put everything back together. And we'll come back over here. We'll put that clip on later. You guys need to see me do that. You shouldn't be working on bikes anyway. But now, see, that extra feed play is gone. Now you can see good clutch movement. Just like that. And what you're really going to want is, get the camera over here, right where this ferrule is, right there, you're going to want about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch of play on that. And really, we're all done. I'm going to clean this up, put the derby cover back on, button everything up, wipe everything down. And if you stay and watch, I've got a couple more hints and tips just in a second. Okay, so now that I have everything buttoned up on tricks, so you got the derby cover back on, everything's wiped down, I want to go over a couple other things. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you a product that is going to change your clutch adjusting game on your Milwaukee 8s by leaps and bounds. It's going to make everything so much easier for you. Now, we talked about adjusting at the clutch hub itself, and the fewer, the less that you turn your screw out, the more towards slippage you are getting, which means that your friction plates are going to, if it's too tight, your friction plates are going to be separated just slightly, and your RPMs are going to go up, but you're really not going to go anywhere. And the other way is if you go too far out, you're getting too close to drag, where you're going to get harder shifting and stuff like that. So if that's what's happening, if you're getting harder shifting, you probably just need to adjust that in just a little bit, okay? Now, as far as the lever goes, when we do, in the next video, when we do the full lever adjustment with the new product, oh, forgot to pop this back in. There we go. Again, the tighter you make your lever, okay, the less free play you have in that lever, the more towards slippage you are. So it's going to release further away from the hand grip. As opposed to making the lever too loose, you're going to adjust towards drag, so you're going to adjust closer to the hand grip. And with like highway cops, stuff like that, people like to do tight maneuvers that are really feathering their clutch. There's that sweet spot that is just this side of drag, where you can have that free play in there, but they're able to feather away from their hand grip a lot easier. The general adjustment is about a 16th of an inch at the ferrule, and about half a turn out on the clutch hub. Now, that's general. That's just what most people like. That's where the comfort zone is for most people. It might not be there for you. It might be somewhere completely different. It might be just off the grip. It might be further away. But again, when you get too far away or you get too close in, you adjust towards slippage or you adjust towards drag. And that's just something you kind of want to pay a little bit of attention to. And I can't wait for the next video where I get to show you this whole product that I'm going to put on. And it's just going to change your Milwaukee 8 adjusting game by leaps and bounds. Please like, subscribe, share. We're going to do a lot of things with this bike. It's going to be so cool. I've got a couple plans for it. I'm going to do a video where I am actually going to make a cover for this coil to match the bike and my orange theme. So that's going to be super cool, and that's going to be done by stuff with stuff that you probably, if you have a workshop, that's going to be done by stuff that you probably have laying around your workshop. If you have a welder and some basic body working tools and stuff like that, you're going to be able to, for the most part, make it. With a couple little exceptions, make it at home. So, but yeah, we're going to do a lot of things. We're going to throw some bars on it eventually. I'm going to make a little horn cover, something to cover up this horn, because I just seems ugly to me. I just figure, for the price of the bike, you want to add a little bit more. It should be a little bit nicer. I mean, these things aren't cheap. I'll be paying for the rest of my life on this. So, yeah. So, I mean, I'll keep you up to date with all kinds of things. We'll do software updates when they come out. I'll show you how to do those. There's a million things. There's a million things I'm going to do on this thing, suspension, everything else, and we're going to build it up. It's It's a pretty new bike. It's a 25 Road Glide. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Bad Teeth Bills, Steel Before Smiles. Remember, be good to each other. Treat each other with respect. And I'll see you on the next one.